Hey, great. Thanks for coming out today for 1 Million Cups Chico. So we're just going to do a quick overview of the history of 1 Million Cups and then have our presentation and then a 15-minute Q&A and then just some closing statements afterwards. 1 Million Cups is brought to us by the Kauffman Foundation. Next slide.
Give me a second. It's loading.
It's loading. Okay, gotcha. There we go.
Oh.
There we go. The Kauffman Foundation works with communities, entrepreneurship, and education to increase opportunities that allow all people to learn, take risks, and own their successes. The 1 Million Cups, 1 Million Cups is a weekly program that educates, engages, and connects local entrepreneurs. And the mission of 1 Million Cups is, there we go, is to lower the barrier of access to education, resources, and connection for all types of new and aspiring entrepreneurs throughout the United States. So it started really small in 2012 in Kansas City and has grown very large and has over 200 communities, all with about 1 to 2 presentations a week, giving a 6-minute presentation, a 15-minute Q&A, and we are here every Wednesday at 9 a.m. on Zoom and in person at Stovall Coffee. If you want to join our community and follow our chapter on the 1 Million Cups platform, we are at 1millioncups.com/Chico. And today we have Monet Dyson from Dipped in Color. Are you all ready to present?
Yes. Option.
Okay. And then present your slides whenever you're ready.
Okay. Sorry, look, this one's already getting ahead of itself.
No worries.
Okay. Go back. Hello, everyone. Good morning. My name is Monet Dyson. I'm hoping you guys can hear me okay. So I created Dipped in Color. I'm the founder of Dipped in Color. So it's about helping busy families explore creativity, connect deep, and celebrate individuality. So our mission is to inspire every parent and child to connect and create through our paint kits. So the reason I started this and I started feeling like I had mom guilt because I didn't have any he's young, I'm working all the time, and I just don't know what to do. No, I can't be the only mom that feels this way, that works 9 to 5 and also has a business. So I decided to create this business called Dipped in Color and do paint events. So another problem that is, that is around is that societal the family dynamic should look like. And I just want people to embrace their individuality. The solution is a web platform that I created, my home, or they can also canvases for you to make it fast and easy to host your own saves times, gives peace of mind, and at the events, there's community, and even at your own events that you can have your own community and family and just bring together and connect. And here is a few of my products. So we have a Paint With Me subscription box. So this subscription box is called Paint With Me. It's the idea that came out from when I was working full-time and having that mom guilt. It's just like making it easier for parents to connect with their children on a monthly basis, where I send a monthly themed paint kit for you to paint with your child. And then for our next product, we have our paint party kit, and that's for people that aren't local or local and want to DIY and host their own paint party. So it comes with pre-sketched canvas, paint, you know, your easel that to stand and you have just a good time because it's already pretty much done for you. Just need to set it up yourself and ready to go. It's perfect for birthday parties, family events. So it's just, you know, all ages can come together and just connect and have a good time. Lastly, we have our service, which is Book a Party. So this is for in the local areas of Roseville, Rockland, Sacramento, just kind of closer to where we're located, which is in Sacramento, California. And we'll actually come out and host a party for you. So we'll set it up, we'll facilitate it, and then we'll also clean it up for you. So, you know, you can just relax and have a good time. You can even paint yourself and just have hassle-free parties. So whether it's team building, birthday parties, or anything, we come out and we make it easy for you to paint whatever you know, canvas that you would like, because they're all, you know, your design that you want to create. We help you figure out the design that you would like to have for your party. So whichever theme it is, we create a canvas that matches your theme, and then you approve of it, and we bring it out and facilitate it all for you. So market validation. So there are almost like close to 50% full-time working moms saying that they, you know, feel guilty of not spending enough time with their children. They will either work full-time or full-time entrepreneur, or dads as well feel the same way. That's even higher, that they feel like they don't spend enough time with their children. So it's just, we're seeing a repetition of parents feeling that work full-time or entrepreneur, that they're feeling this kind of like lack of not spending enough time with their children, and it's like feeling just not knowing what to do. And it's like, here we bridge the gap. We come in and we, you know, bring our canvases, and it makes just an easy, less of a headache and way to just connect and just really, whether it's a conversation starter, that it just really just calms down the day to wind down and just paint together and just have a nice conversation. Another is that 9.8 million mothers feel burnt out. So, I mean, too, like more like, and when it comes to social media and being online, this is where you can put down your phones and just connect with one another. So the industry market size for children entertainment, of course, we're pretty much welcoming all ages, but we're at $15 billion for children entertainment, 5.7 billion for children's activity box, so it aligns with our subscription box, and 19 billion for arts and crafts children. So the market size is huge. The opportunity is huge for our business, and we are very excited about that. Our business model, so we, like I've shown before, we have our Paint With Me subscription box, which starts at $40 a month, and our Book a Party starts at $295. And you know, we estimate that we'll get at least 4 per month. And then our paint party kits start at $195, and then we would host quarterly events, which is 45 parent and child ticket. So it's combined together, so you don't have to worry about individual tickets. It's just $45 come together, just bring you and your child and have a good time at our events to experience community and painting. So for our opportunity is that we're online transactions. So for like our painting, it's easy to access on your phone. You know, you can book a party online, and we're parent and child focused. So we're not only child focused, which a lot of companies are. We want to focus on the relationship with parents and children, which is very important, the parent-child dynamic. That one is, skip over that. So our advantage is that we are just focusing on being in the moment with one another. It's a lot of things going digital. We're on our phones a lot. And I think I just want, you know, parents and families to understand that, you know, we can still have a good time without our phones and just come together, relax, and just paint together. And our team, it's me and my son right now. He's my little helper. He's 3 years old. And so And then this is press that we've had lately. Shout out LA, we were featured in their magazine. We were featured on Good Day Sacramento twice. And then just a few testimonials from parents that came to our events, that they had a good time. And it just really drives me to keep going because it's just seeing their smiles on their faces and on children just happy that they had a good time and just seeing them connect. And parents telling me that they haven't picked up a paint tool in a while or they never have because they felt like they weren't experienced enough. And most of our events are self-guided. So I show them an idea of what the painting should, looks like, but again, we're pouring into that individuality that we're all different. So I allow, it's freedom to express in their painting. And at the end, we just show how different our paintings turn out at each event. And they just love, just seeing like, wow, look at like, how we're different. And then, oh, I think, yeah. So that is it for my slides, but I just really appreciate this opportunity. And what I'm looking to get is just support and just feedback on how I can, grow and do better. Or if you guys see anything that, maybe you like, or just, constructive feedback. So that's what I always am just trying to learn to grow or how I can do better.
Great, let's get ready.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was great. So do we have any questions for Monet?
I do.
Go ahead, Heather.
Monet, I looked at your website and it's great. One of my questions, I have a couple. Do you do these for different ages? I didn't notice that they're separated in age groups, like, 3 to 5, 5 to 7, 10 to 12. I'm wondering if that's something that you thought about. I didn't see that. Maybe I missed it, but.
No, so yeah, that is something that I'm thinking about. Right now, most of my events or things I do are pretty open. So like it usually ranges from the age of like 3 to 12. So I know most of my events I get engaging more of like the age range, but I keep it pretty open for like our paint party kits. When I send out, they usually just tell me like the theme of their party, and I just work with them on coming up with the design, and I confirm with them. So I haven't really drilled down at age just yet. So I just keep it kind of open, which I'm working on too. So that was a good question. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was thinking a child that's 12 and a child that's 5.
Yeah.
It might be a little bit too easy for them, right? And not be
Right.
challenging,
Yeah.
or they'll do it in 2 minutes and it's over.
Yeah.
Are you putting the kits together at home? Are you shipping them just locally? Are you shipping them out of California?
Yes, so I am putting them together at home, and then some are shipped out of California, some are local pickup, and some I've actually did a drop off for like a few paint parties, and that's where I was like, oh, okay, I can come up with the idea of booking a party, because I dropped off a kit and she was like, well, can you just help with I'm just overwhelmed and all that, and I was like, okay, and that's where I'm like, okay, well, maybe this can become something that I can help facilitate. So that's where that came from.
Cool. I guess, there's a lot of subscription boxes out there.
Yeah.
How does yours differ? A lot of them are art too. There's like,
right,
it's kind of a combination kind of thing.
Yeah. So I do see there's a lot of different art subscription box, and I just feel like we differ because every month, we have a theme that, goes with the time of the month or something that's fun. We have our music that's included. So there's a playlist so that, there's just focus on painting and a good time and music that comes for you with every subscription box. And it's just like knowing that our brand is focused on individuality and just it stands out in being.
Oops, it froze up for a minute.
Or child focus.
So there's a playlist like with the theme? That's interesting. Oops, you froze.
Oh, can you hear me?
Now I can.
Sometimes it chopped out a bit on that last one. You might adjust your, if you're doing a cell height hotspot.
Oh, okay. Yes. So I don't know if are you guys able to hear me now?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, Heather, I think I missed your last question.
Sure. So you mentioned there's a playlist that goes with the theme. How does that work? Like,
Yes. So every month I have a playlist curated. So if like artistic in different ways. So like I like to go with like the theme of the box. So it's like a spring type of theme. I like to like light music or like, you know, fun, or when it's getting closer to summer, more upbeat music. And I even have on my Instagram where parents and children can like, well, parents, because children should, you know, are on Instagram, but parents vote on like this type of playlist that they want. And a lot are saying like, you know, of course, it's family focused, clean music. But most of them say like, you know, we prefer R&B. Because I always say I have the option of Kids Bop, and the ones I already subscribed, they want, they like listen to that too. So it's funny to see them, and I think they enjoy the interaction to be able to vote on the music for the month, and also for that I do like on a quarterly basis. They also vote they're going to be painting at the event. So it's like more of an interaction, and that they feel included and put is heard and welcome.
no, that's a great way to get them engaged, especially followers.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's a little niche there. That's great. Thank you.
Mhm.
I also had a question. You might have touched on it earlier, I might have just missed it, but where do you see this like expanding to? Like, do you see it being like possibly getting like a space to host your own parties, or do you just see this continuing to be a subscription box? Or where do you see this kind of growing and expanding to?
I truly do feel like it's going to grow and expand. You know I can't be a one woman show, that I'm going to need to bring on people to help support and to make like Heather said, excuse me, of, you know, I know I definitely would love to think of like a franchise model.
That's what I was thinking.
And
We missed that last part. Could you repeat it?
I would see it expand into something like a oh no,
I think she said a
But
franchise
franchise
model.
business model.
That's
Are you
what I
guys
was
able to-
thinking too.
Okay.
Like
Mhm.
board and brush we have up here, it's more of an adult thing. I mean, there's a lot of paint party stuff, but that's more,
Okay.
I think it's a franchise, but you might want to just see how they're doing it model wise.
Yeah. Right.
Great. Do you guys have any questions? Any other ones?
What I used to do with my stepkids, is get comic book, like Simpsons had a run. There was some other, I get a bunch of comics, and they had a fan arts section. So kids were encouraged, and I used to get crayons. And sometimes we had these boxes that we would put together. It had like tennis shoe coloring things, and just little kids. Anyway, that was like a kind of a charity thing. But you can have them draw like fan versions of their favorite comic book characters.
Yeah.
And
Oh wow.
that then they would publish them in the comics themselves. So sometimes they kind of encourage it. So there's a whole fan art.
Competitions or.
Yeah, you might consider that.
That actually
Yeah.
might be great for the older kids, like movie wise,
Yeah.
like, I don't know, Batman,
Mm,
you know,
yeah.
but for the big
Yeah.
dog.
And then we have a question in the chat from Cherie. Are the boxes only for kids, or will you one day include teen and adult subscription pay boxes?
As we grow, I am looking to expand. I know that it's typically like a younger age for the subscription box. I did include for this subscription box, I'm sorry, specifically that it ranges from the age of to 10 on there. And that's, but with the parent included. So just parents with younger children at this time, but I am looking to further the subscription box and my services and products as we grow. And I just bring on people to help assist bridge the gap on, missing them where they see on different eyes, helping me assist, because I'm just like, it definitely helps. So thank you. Sherry, I think, who asked.
Yes. I was also wondering, would you come to Chico to do a paint party possibly, or?
I would. It's not.
Yeah, one day we'll get air service here. You can fly to Chico International.
Thank you. All right. Is there any other questions?
Probably gonna ask the.
Okay.
There's no more in the chat.
Oh, and then we also have, will you do pop-ups or some type of community activity to grow your business? From Sheree again.
Looks like she did already.
Yeah.
Sorry, good morning. I'm
Well,
thinking
I
more
missed the last question.
so,
I'm sorry, you guys, for this.
Yeah, it was,
Wi-Fi.
I was just thinking in case you wanted to grow your audience or grow organically within a community, if you did some type of like introduction to your business and paint subscription boxes for younger children and adults, like maybe Boys and Girls Club or some type of family event
Oh, yeah,
to
right.
like
No,
get
that's,
the word out there, kind of, you know what I'm saying? And then
Boys, girls. Yeah, I used to go.
and then from there you would be able to like gauge your next target audience age. So if you saw 14 to 17-year-olds really enjoyed the paint boxes, maybe you could host something regularly or once a month from them. I'm just thinking about if you do want to grow into a franchise one day,
right.
you could single out your target audience and then promote it to where, okay, you're doing it for little kids, but how would it appeal to teens? Okay, how would it appeal to, say, single women on Valentine's Day? Like, there's different niches in
Yeah.
what you're offering to where if you only wanted to focus on kids, you could, but if you also wanted to focus on adults or another market, it's open to you.
Yeah, and that's where I was also thinking as well, just the aspect of a parents, like the parents' night out, where it's just focusing on the parents of like a kit for them, and things
Yeah,
like that, just to keep it
exactly.
all within the realm of still
Mhm.
like parents and children, but still like, okay, parents need time for themselves or just a mommy night out, or because I did host how I kind of just building my audience is hosting like paint events and locally, I host at Oak Park Brewery on their side lot. I host at a park just in the community, passing out flyers just so they can get to know me, and that's their first like onset of just experiencing with me and just getting to know more about my brand and what I'm building. So I totally agree with that. And actually I didn't think about Boys and Girls Club because I mean, I think a lot of kids went there, so that's a good advantage point to look into. I appreciate that.
No problem. I was thinking Boys and Girls Club or even like community churches because Easter is coming up,
Yeah,
or just anywhere that there's really little kids that can go, or any type of activities in Sacramento, like Adventure
right.
Park, or in anywhere that has the audience that you want. If you could post a bulletin, or if you're just trying to grow like organically and get your following, that would be helpful to you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
the other
Okay.
thing I was thinking, Monet, is, I mean, try not to be negative, but, with mental health and anxiety, that might be something to kind of put in your marketing. I don't want to make it into a negative thing, but it's true, right?
Yeah,
And that goes
right.
both ways for parents, because you said that they feel guilty and that creates anxiety, and
Yeah, and
that might be kind
burnout
of
and all that.
that might be kind
Yeah,
of an angle to put in there to relieve,
yeah,
and they are getting away from the screen time. And on top of that, the music is also helpful,
yeah,
tying that into mental health. So that
yeah.
might be just something to mention in your promotion.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah. Because I'm not an expert, but I did experience just all those things like from postpartum, and after having my child, and just different things moms go through and even dads themselves go through with the changes. So I think that just in all aspects, just making the parents aware that it's okay and that, how we can help. So I think, I love nowadays, it's like, it's out there, like, we're talking about it, we're having conversations.
Right. I missed everything you said.
I have one quick question. I was just curious, where you get your art supplies from for the parties or the boxes in general, because I know it can get pretty expensive for those items.
Yes, so I actually go between Amazon or Michael's or I'm forgetting one of the stores. Stores. I do like as we grow, we want to like start figuring out that, type of route too. So
Perfect. Thank you.
Awesome.
I wonder if there's an opportunity, sorry, I'm just gonna jump in one more time. I wonder if there's an opportunity for people, and I did see one, because I kind of looked before we got on, and the one subscription company, I think it's called Smart Art. They have the opportunity of people sending
Mhm.
back their, anything that's left over, paint, like from a sustainability angle.
Yeah. Or even
If they don't
donations.
think they want to do
That
it again and they have
Yeah.
this left over, they can mail it back, and it was like a self-addressed stamp thing that they could send your stuff back if you had extra.
Yeah. And that's also what I've been looking into, just how to like not add to like, hurting the earth. Because I know that, with paint, sending stuff out and stuff and paint on a monthly basis on how we can on another and definitely as I grow, like, with more resources to be able to access the
But you might want to
to,
see
and
how
then
they're doing that.
and even offer like a discount. Hey, encourage them to recycle and do like good, like, that's a learning moment for a child and a parent. They can tell them why we're doing it, conversation about that, and how, if we don't do this, how it can hurt the earth. So
Like putting a little note in there, a little card that says something.
yeah.
I think Cherie has a question.
There's a website, it's called EWG, Environmental Working Group. They have a list of products from every industry that they sustainably recommend and that don't cause like a lot of damage or toxic or harm to the environment. So if you were interested, it's called EWG, and I would look on there for like your containers. They have like little bamboo bottles that they can refill paints. Or if you have specific paints that you send out like red, yellow, black, and white, you could always like have a refillable container. But I would definitely check that out. It's a good point. And it's another selling point too. Like it would make you different than Michael's in a lot of different places if you focused on sustainable practices.
Yeah. Is it www.ewg.com or .org?
Yeah, that's it. EWG.org.
Okay. I figured it was an org. Sounds like it.
Yeah, and then they'll give you a list of references that other websites that you can check out, and then they'll give you locally owned businesses that may be able to help you start off with what it is you're looking for. And they partnered with Amazon, so if you have Amazon Prime, you get their stuff cheaper. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
Awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
I think almost all of us have Amazon Prime.
Right.
Cool. Alrighty, so for our final question, you kind of hit on it earlier, but we wanted to just ask again, what can we at 1 Million Cups Chico do for you?
So just really like supporting or sharing, and again, just maybe connecting on another day if you had more feedback or things that you feel like I can improve on. I'm again always looking how to improve because again, I'm one person, so I always look for constructive feedback. So I appreciate you guys giving this opportunity. My terrible connection. So it was like a little bit of change of plans for me today, but I wrote this and I knew I had.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you coming out for today. So we're just gonna do a few closing statements and we'll be good to go. So again, my name is Shana Hamilton. I was your host organizer for today, and our chapter lead is Eva Shepherd. We want to thank our community sponsors, Morgan Stanley, Chico Start, GrowTech, Global Entrepreneurship Network, T-Bar, Build.com, Startup Grind, Explore Butte County, and of course, Stoble Coffee. And just for some upcoming events for us, we have our Mentor Preview Night on April 6th at 5:30 at Parkside. To meet some mentors of our mentor program. We have our Reading Venture Conference on April 8th, with our link right there, and our Data Science Fest on April 1st, with local sponsors, judges, and consultants. Oh, they're needed, sorry.
Oh, and before we move on, Monet, I noticed in one of your slides for half a second, you were looking for $10,000 to build like some brand recognition or something. But the Reading Venture Conference, it's a pitch competition, and winner gets $10,000. So if you're interested in that, check it out.
You got my vote.
Thank you.
I'll see you there. I'll see you there.
No pressure.
I think that's 25,000 if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Pressure's on now.
Oh, well, that's no good.
And then next week, we will be here at 9 a.m. on Zoom and here at Stoble Coffee with Cato. And yeah, if you're interested, you can sign up for our Chico Start newsletter as we update you guys all the time about all the things we have going on. And again, thank you so much, Monet, for coming and presenting with us. We really appreciate it.